Welcome back to Learning How to Knit. Today I'm going to teach you the rib stitch, which is a combination of the knit and the purl stitch, which I have done previous tutorials on. If you need a refresher, please feel free to go back and review those before starting this one. And here I have 10 stitches already cast onto my needle, and with the rib stitch you're going to alternate every other stitch. You'll have a knit and a purl and a knit and a purl. So I'm going to insert my needle towards the back to knit the first stitch. Now grab my working yarn, wrapping it around clockwise, pulling it towards the front and pulling it off. Now with my working yarn that's right back here, next I'm going to bring it to the front, inserting my needle towards the front, wrapping it around clockwise, pushing the yarn towards the back, pushing it off, putting the working yarn towards the back, knitting this next stitch, pulling it off, working yarn to the front, purling the stitch, pushing it off, working yarn to the back, inserting the needle towards the back, knitting this stitch, working yarn to the front, purling this one, now here I've completed my first row, and if you look closely you can see that this was purled, this one has a little V, so it was knit, and how it alternates. For this next row, it's really important with this stitch to know what each of your stitches are going to look like, because when you come over to this row to do your second one, you need to do the same. So with this, because this one on this side of the needle looks knit, we are going to knit that one as well. So here we're going to start out with our knit, and this next stitch you can see has the bump in front of it, so that's a purl, and you'll keep going in this manner. The nice thing is, if you go to stop halfway through when you're working this the rib stitch, this rib pattern. Say if I have stopped here and I want to go start again, I know that my yarn is coming off the right side of this needle, so this needle will go into my right hand, and with this stitch there is a purl right there, and so I'll bring the yarn towards the front, insert the needle pointing down, and you just pick up where you left off, alternating the knit and the purl. Now here I've done a few extra rows to show you what it looks like, and here you can kind of see there's the knit row, the purl row, the knit row, and the purl row. One of the great things is it makes it nice and stretchy. I find it's fabulous for a scarf. It makes it feel a lot fluffier, a little bit softer, and it's nice and stretchy. So here you can see there's my purl and my knit and my purl and my knit, and you just keep following that pattern until you've made your scarf or whatever else is you're making, and that is the rib stitch.